2022.
Good afternoon and welcome to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited.
Shop with confidence at Courts. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Welcome back to WeFM's Midday News, brought to you with the kind compliments of Courts St. Vincent Limited. First, on the local scene, the St. Vincent Building and Loan Association, the SVBLA, has officially appointed Mr. Keon Thomas as its new Chief Executive Officer effective April 1st, 2025. Mr. Thomas succeeds Mr. Elroy R. John, whose leadership is being celebrated as a pivotal chapter in the institution's history. Mr. John is credited with steering SVBLA through a critical period of stabilization and growth following its recapitalization. His tenure saw the introduction of strong governance practices, improved IT infrastructure, and a sharp reduction in non-performing loans. Under his guidance, SVBLA reinforced its reputation as a major player in the local financial sector. President of the Board of Directors, Mr. Dougal James, praised Mr. John for his unwavering focus on rebuilding trust and strengthening the association's foundation. The association now turns to Mr. Keon Thomas, a seasoned financial expert with over 16 years in the banking industry. His experience spans finance, risk management, and regulatory compliance, including time at one of Europe's top 6 commercial banks. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, and Consumer Affairs convened a national consultation on Wednesday, April 23rd, to assess the readiness of the Caribbean Community CARICOM to engage in tariff liberalization negotiations. Held at the UWI Global Campus in Kingstown, the high-level meeting brought together key stakeholders and officials from the CARICOM Secretariat. The consultation is part of a regional initiative to strengthen CARICOM's position in external trade talks and develop a cohesive, evidence-based approach to tariff commitments. Discussions focused on strategic elements that shape CARICOM's negotiating positions, including offensive, defensive, and neutral stances. Participants also examined priority products and subsectors, reviewed trade performance data from 2012 to 2021, and explored strategies to guide CARICOM's market access offers and requests. The ministry emphasized the importance of the consultation as global trade dynamics continue to shift, highlighting its role in helping St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the wider region secure fair and forward-looking trade deals. Still on the local scene, a 25-year-old fisherman from Paget Farm has been charged with absconding lawful detention after escaping police custody over the weekend. Chelson James was arrested and formally charged on April 22, 2025, following an incident in which he fled from police transport vehicle G884 while in lawful custody on April 19th. The escape occurred in Paget Farm, prompting a police investigation that led to his recapture. James has since been granted station bail in the sum of EC $2,000 with one surety. He is scheduled to appear before the Paget Farm Magistrates Court on Friday, April 25th, to answer the charge. Meanwhile, a 30-year-old farmer from Camden Park has been charged with wounding following an alleged altercation on April 22nd. Greglon Thomas was arrested and charged after reportedly striking a 44-year-old man from Chauncey on the chin with an unknown object, causing injury. The incident occurred in Camden Park. Thomas appeared before the Kingstown Magistrate Court on April 23rd, where he pleaded not guilty to the charge. He was granted bail in the sum of EC $2,000 with one surety and is required to report to the Gittels police station every Thursday between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The trial is scheduled to begin on January 14th, 2026. On to news in the region. Government ministers from the ruling Jamaica Labour Party JLP made a passionate appeal to tertiary students this week, encouraging them to support the party's re-election campaign and stay engaged in the political process. The event, themed Choose Jamaica, Securing Our Future, was held on Tuesday at Mary Seacole Hall on the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies, the UWI. 5 JLP ministers addressed students, highlighting development achievements and outlining their vision for Jamaica's continued growth. Minister of Education, Skills, Youth and Information Dr. Dana Morris Dixon shared her personal journey into politics and urged students to recognize the opportunities available to them today. The ministers also encouraged students not to abstain from voting, warning that disengagement could jeopardize the progress made in recent years. The event formed part of the JLP's broader strategy to connect with the young voters and showcase what they say are tangible improvements. Caribbean Airlines CAL has reported steady progress in ongoing negotiations with the Trinidad and Tobago Airline Pilots Association, the TTALPA, over the 2020 to 2023 collective labor agreement. In a statement released this week, the airline confirmed that following the successful conclusion of the 2015 to 2020 agreement in December 2024, bilateral discussions for the new contract began in February 2025. As part of those talks, both parties reached an agreement on a 4% retroactive pay increase for the 2020 to 2023 period, with payments made to pilots on April 11, 2025. While some articles remain unresolved, CAL says discussions are continuing in good faith and expressed optimism that a full settlement will be achieved soon. The airline reaffirmed its commitment to maintaining a collaborative relationship with TTALPA aimed at ensuring long-term stability and mutual benefit. On the international scene, South Africa has scrapped plans to raise value-added tax after a political backlash that threatened the stability of the ruling coalition government. The proposal to raise VAT by 1 percentage point over 2 years, intended to boost state revenue, met resistance as Africa's biggest economy grapples with sluggish growth and public discontent over rising living costs. The dominant African National Congress backed the hike, saying there were no other sustainable revenue sources, while the second-largest coalition party, the Democratic Alliance, said the move would pile more pressure on struggling households. VAT will be maintained at 15%, the Finance Ministry said. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana will introduce a revised version of the Appropriation Bill and Division of Revenue Bill within the next few weeks. Without the VAT increase, estimated revenue is expected to fall short by around 75 billion rand over the medium term. And in sports, young table tennis players from St. Vincent and the Grenadines faced a challenging day at the Caribbean Junior Table Tennis Championships held at the Sir Garfield Sobers Gymnasium on April 23rd. In the under-15 boys open singles, Sergio Perez of Puerto Rico defeated SVG's Macaulay Hazelwood in straight sets, while LeSean Francis of St. Lucia got past Orange Williams. Zed Martin of SVG also went down in his match, losing to Najee Phillips of Barbados. In the under-19 girls singles, SVG's Jessica McCarter was outplayed by Cuba's Anieli Capote. Meanwhile, in the under-15 girls open singles, Puerto Rico's Adriana Aponte beat Luque Premraj in straight sets. The tournament continues today with more action in the under-15 and under-19 open singles categories for both boys and girls. This has been WeFM's Midday News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 3 p.m. for WeFM's 3 p.m. News. WeFM's Midday News is brought to you with the kind compliments of Court St. Vincent Limited.
Looking for the right pair of frames to make you look glamorous? Come to Quartz Optical. You'll find a wide selection of stylish frames from Prada, Ray-Ban, Armani, Converse, Vogue, plus new arrivals for you to choose from. Get up to 30% off lens and frames, 15% off cash purchases $999 and over. Plus, you can book your eye examination appointment online today at quartzoptical.com. Wear it today and pay later with Quartz Ready Finance. Quartz Optical, value you can see. Offer ends April 24th,